Hi guys, my name is Alexandria DeLorenzo. Thank you for coming here. So this is a little bit weird for me. I've never done anything like this. I'm a little bit camera shy, so don't mind if I seem a little bit awkward. I am here though because I just got off of an interview that I was offered a job. Hey, exciting, I know. What's the big deal? But the thing is this. So I had this job interview this morning, and I realized last night that almost every time that I have held an interview with a company, I've been offered a job. Now, I'm not saying that to like toot my own horn or be like, I'm amazing, you should listen to me. That's not the point of this. But my point is that basically, for me, I've gone to a lot of interviews. Like, I've been working since I was, 14. I started babysitting. And then when I was 16, I decided to go get like a quote unquote real job. I started working at a retail clothing store, PacSun, if you guys are familiar. Used to be amazing, if only they were still here. So basically, for me, when I started getting into the workforce back when I was 16, I was immediately thrown into this world of what is it like to be an adult, And what I've realized through my time on this earth is that part of being adult is being able to present yourself in a manner that people want to be involved with you, whether it's work wise, relationship wise, family wise, friend wise, whatever it is, you need to present yourself in a manner that people are drawn to you, people are feeling connected to you, and people want to be in any capacity involved in your life. So for me, I've really realized that it is actually a lot easier to go into things with confidence when you know that you're able to bring something to the table. So the reason why I'm here recording this weird, kind of uncomfortable video is because I want to make other people feel comfortable when they're walking into an interview room. An interview room. So I have, like I said, done many, many interviews. I mean, I've probably done, over 10 interviews in my life. I've held many different jobs in many different fields, and I've had my fair share of experience in the workforce, but also in the interview world. I'll never forget years ago. God, this was probably like, I don't know, like 7 years ago now. I had come home from an interview, and my sister had said to me, she's like, Alex, what is it about you? Why are you always getting offered a job? She's like, I don't think there's been a job that you've tried to get and they didn't want you. And I thought about that. I'm like, oh, stop. That's not true. But then I really thought about it. And I was like, wow, I actually think there's some validity to that. I think that I have been offered a job everywhere that I've walked into. And I started to think about, why is this? Is it me? Is it my history? Is it my resume? Is it my personality? I don't know. I still to this day don't know. But what I do know is that, 7 years later, I've had several other interviews since my sister made that comment. And I keep getting offered these jobs. Everywhere I go, I keep getting offered these jobs. And back then she had said, she's like, listen, like, you keep getting these jobs. Maybe you should just make your job being a YouTuber and, telling people how to come into the workforce and come into an interview and feel comfortable and to be able to present themselves in a manner that you clearly are able to do every time you go into an interview. Now, when she said that, I laughed and I was like, oh my God, as if I'm not going to be a YouTuber. It's not who I am. It's not what I want to be. But, now it's 7 years later and I'm still bouncing from job to job, still unsure of what I want to do. And what I realized last night when I was thinking back on that comment that my sister made, and I realized that, I don't want this necessarily to be a job for me by any means, but I do want to help people. And I told myself, if I had the interview this morning and it went as I thought it would go and that I would get offered the job, that it's more than time for me to start sharing this information with other people. Now, granted, I'm not like a fucking interview guru or anything like that. I don't know everything. But what I do know is that there's something about the way that I interview that people want me as a part of their team. So, my goal through this channel is to basically just step by step show other people what I do in my interviews and basically how I present myself and what makes them want me as an interviewer. Because when I go into an interview, at this point in my life, I know that I'm essentially interviewing the company, right? Yeah, I'm being interviewed by them, but I know what I can bring to the table and I know what my value is. So I'm the one who's basically trying to decide if they're a good fit for me. And I think that that's why I do so well at interviews, is because that's how I approach every interview, and I kind of always have. I always come into things with a very strong, confident mindset, and I think that that is why I have so much success. So what my goal is through this channel is to just provide people with the tools that I use. I want to step by step show everybody the pieces that it takes to be a good interviewer. I'm not going to obviously be able to do this all in one sitting. So it's going to be, short little videos here and there. I don't know how long these are supposed to be. I don't know how much people want to stick around and watch videos, especially somebody like me who I don't really have a name or anything like that. I'm just some random person who wants to help other people. But I really think that I have a lot to offer, and I can help people walk into an interview room or now Zoom meetings with everything going on, an interview Zoom, whatever. I think that I can help you go into an interview with a lot more confidence and a lot more assurity that what you're able to bring to the table for these companies is why they should hire you. So I hope that you are going to want to come back and learn and just take the advice that I have to offer, and hopefully it works for you the same way that it works for me, and go from there. I appreciate you listening to this ramble, and my first official how-to interview video will be coming out shortly. And I just thank you for your time. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, a great weekend. It is a Friday, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.